Hey, welcome to our series on victimology. And I want to be clear when we start out that when I say victimology, what I mean is adopting the perspective of a victim. I am not talking about actually being victimized in your life, because we've all legitimately been victimized at one time or another. What I'm addressing here is the tendency to hang on to a victimized perspective and engage many situations from that vantage point. Now, if you're not sure if you've engaged or if you're engaging a victimized perspective in any situation or relationship or circumstance, this series will be extremely helpful. Number one, blame. Notice how often you find yourself in blame. And blame can sound very obvious, like I'm blaming someone for something, but blame can also sound a little more subtle. Maybe, I don't know why they did that. It always happens this way. I never had a chance to do it. And I tried really, really hard. When you hear yourself saying things like always and never, tried really hard, that lets you know that at some level, you're blaming someone or something else for the way your life is or isn't turning out, for what you have decided is or isn't possible, for whether your gift is getting given or not. It's a way to point the finger and avoid your participation, in a sense, your contribution to the situation at hand or to the relationship. So ask yourself, what type of language am I using? Start to pay attention, elevate your awareness. And what game are you playing? Because if you're playing the victim game, probably someone in your life needs to be the villain, and of course someone else needs to be the savior. And maybe sometimes you're the victim and the savior. It depends. Some of us are really multi-talented that way. Just start to notice the different roles and perspectives that you put people in, especially as you find patterns in your relationships, whether they're at work or whether they're at home. What do you tell yourself? That you're always the person who fill in the blank, or I'm never the person who fill in the blank. Test it out this week and see what you notice.